On July 1st, 2014, Central Michigan University effectively banned tobacco products on their campus. This involves any kind of tobacco products you might possibly have might be available to you. Cigarettes, snuff, chewing tobacco, water pipes, hookahs, even e-cigarettes are banned under this policy. This involves anyone who steps foot on this campus, students, faculty, even visitors are no longer able to puff their cigarettes when they step foot on Central Michigan University. School officials say it's for health reasons, and that makes some sense. Smoking on a Tuesday morning is not the most healthy thing to do on a Tuesday morning. Go for a jog or something. But there's obviously more to it than that. Public image is also huge. Have you seen the advertisements that are running through this place lately of football games on the website? Even there are these cute little signs here on campus which say no smoking. CMU has loved to proclaim, we don't like smoking, no smoking here lately. But the interesting thing is, while they love to proclaim it, they don't really, arguably there's not much enforcing it. People who hear people smoking are supposed to act on the Good Neighbor Initiative, which means go up to them and say, hey, we don't appreciate you smoking here. Do you know that there's a no tobacco policy here? And hope that the other person listens to them and stops. There are no tickets or fines enforcing this policy. Repeat offenders are supposed to be dealt with by the Office of Student Conduct. But even then, we're not quite sure what that penalty is, and how there's a second offense, there's no mechanism established for a first offense is debatable. We don't know what exactly that involves either. So we're going to test this theory out. I have this really cheap pack of cigarettes here, and we're going to keep smoking before Central Michigan University effectively puts a stop to it. And I think, I don't know, about 10 people walk past me. I'm a complete cigarette smoking amateur, okay? You're lucky I laid on the right side, okay? It's So we're on cigarette number 2 now. We did the first one between class breaks, so there's not a lot of people around. We're hoping that after the numerous amount of people coming out of these buildings, we can hopefully get some kind of reaction. Dude, it's like I'm not even here. It's great. What's your opinion on the anti-tobacco policy? How does it affect you? What is your reaction?
It's not like you're forced to smoke because somebody else is smoking, so it doesn't really affect you too much. If you believe in secondhand smoke, then just kind of walk a little bit farther away from somebody.
So if you were in charge, one more question, just play devil's advocate. Obviously, people do mind people smoking.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's, I don't know if it's the right word to say about goals. Do you think it's right that the university kind of bans smoking just for those people, or just for those reasons? Or
I don't know, it's kind of sketchy. It can go both ways. So I mean, it does affect the health, but it still is technically, I hate to say this, but it is a free country that they can.
In my opinion, like, I don't smoke, but I think it's your right to smoke. Yeah, it's a personal choice, and I don't make it, but I think you should be able to.
So what do you think of the policy that's just been enacted? Are you against it, indifferent?
I think it infringes on student rights.
Okay.
This taking off my SGA hat, taking off my RA hat, my hey, I'm Ryan, this is my opinion hat. I mean, that policy was like just set for like a marketing tool, so president.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
So the administration could use and say, look at our great campus and get money for it. In all honesty, that's why they're not going to come here today.
I think I got it. No, I don't. Hey,
Doing a public service announcement?
we're doing a video saying how many cigarettes I can smoke in cancer if someone stops me. Right now I'm at 8. Good. So I've been smoking here for 2 hours. That's 9 cigarettes. Of over 100 students who have passed by us, only 3 have stepped up and tried to enforce the policy. Only 1 was really adamant about the policy in the first place. The other 2 were kind of indifferent. They were all RAs too, which is interesting because they all had ties to the university. The students who didn't have ties, some of them were curious. Most of them didn't try to enforce it. They either asked questions or walked on by. More interesting, we've had 9 school faculty pass by us. All of them didn't react. They kept on walking by us, one for every cigarette. They walked right on by. So it's interesting that the people who have stepped up have been students, and all of them are RAs, and the school faculty, the ones likely in charge or ones who had the most power to enforce policy, ignored it.